Hello and welcome back to the Guitar Bay. I'm Takis.
I'm Danny. What we're drinking today, mate?
Danny, today I've got something very simple and very misleading. It's called Flaming Dr. Pepper, but it has no Dr. Pepper in it. It's just half a pint of beer and 2 parts amaretto.
I like beer, I like amaretto, so,
yeah, so
let's see what they like together.
Can't go wrong with that. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, mate.
And let's see if it tastes like Dr. Pepper, actually.
Smells like Dr. Pepper. It's actually not bad.
Yeah.
It's got that real beer taste, you know, the kind of this Bex.
And then the, you know, is it almond liqueur? What is it?
Yeah.
It's got this nut, sort of syrupy. Dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a guitar for you today, mate.
I know. So that's what I know, because Danny came here with a guitar case, and he said it looked funny because it has a paper bag on the head. So is it an ugly guitar? No.
It's not the first time.
Yeah. He said no, the guitar case is too small and the headstock sticks out, and you would know what guitar it is.
So what could it be that's too big? Let's just say it's something we've not had on the show, as in guitar type wise. Brand, yes. So it's in the lower tier brand. I've had this guitar for a few months.
And the headstock, is it the headstock that's big, or is it the guitar shape that's such which forces the headstock
it's all quite
to be
big.
out? It's all quite big.
Yeah.
It's an offset type of thing, isn't
yes.
it? Okay, so it's like an Explorer or a V maybe, or...
something we've wanted to have, and I told you actually that you should be practicing your Metallica riffs. I hope you've been doing that.
All right, then I'm guessing you got a flying V in there, like a...
Okay, I'll remove the bag from the head, and I'll give you the case, so you can already kind of...
Okay, I can see the headstock. It's Harley Benton, I saw that. And judging by the headstock, I would say rather Explorer than Flying V, right? The Flying V would have this more triangular, sort of cone, like spade-shaped head stock.
But yeah, it cost me 150, I think I paid for it a while ago.
So Harley Benton, you paid for it as in, you bought it from Toman or second hand?
I bought it from second hand. So I bought it, I think I paid probably 130, 140 for it. It's very good condition, it's almost like new, but it's one of the older Harley Bentons, that's one of the things. So it's not the newer version of this guitar.
Okay, so it's the older...
It's the older logo.
I mean, I can tell it's an Explorer, right? Or, yeah, it must be that kind of shape. Okay, I see white.
I think you're going to like it. I know you're a Metallica fan.
I'm a massive Metallica fan. I learned my first right-hand chops by playing Metallica, but I never managed to develop the right hand that James Hetfield has, of course, because he's a beast. And I see a white Explorer-shaped guitar with HBZ pickups, made to look like EMG, I would say. And it's the Harley Benton progressive line.
I think it's an EX84 is the model. So what's cool about this one, the older style, is it has the true to size body. Okay. As in the new ones, they've probably gone through some copyright thing and they've got like a slight indentation here.
Okay, not too...
But I actually think this one is really accurate to the Gibson or ESP Explorer. The Gibson Explorer, right?
Well, yeah.
And then James went on to use
ESP-shaped, Explorer-shaped guitars. But
it has the battery for the pickups, so I imagine...
So I was about to say, so they're active pickups, right?
Yeah.
Because I see a battery here, which is another Metallica thing, another thing that fits to this. How many pieces is this body? It's hard to tell because it's an interesting white paint job on top, and it's quite light, I would say. It's kind of heavier here, but that's what happens.
But it's actually a good guitar. I've played it a lot, and it's fun. It plays well. I've been wanting an Explorer for a while, but more the Carina. That's what I'm on the search for now.
Okay.
I'm wanting a Carina
Okay.
Explorer, whether it's Epiphone or Japanese made. I'm wanting one, but
well, forget Carina for now because we have this baby here now. Thank you, sir. It's really nice. We've never had an Explorer shaped before, right? And Harley Benton is, you know, a thing of its own, which we can. I like the way it looks, and I like the simplicity. Just 2 knobs and a pickup selector.
yeah. So you'll have to dish out your most Hetfield.
Bit of a tune.
The strings.
Things are sticky around here, so the finish in the back of the neck is, you know, might be some fighting, but it sits nicely.
Yeah, the strings are a bit knackered. We could put new strings on it. I don't mind.
Kind of high action,
Yeah.
high-ish. Highly cut nut, I would say, but that fits to this kind of, especially when it's out of tune. Okay, and some sympathetic ringing past the nut, but that's doesn't come through. The amp, and yeah, all right. Have you played with it?
I haven't plugged it in.
Okay.
To a valve amp for sure. I think I probably had it through the THR. And it reminds me on the Zakk Wylde Les Paul with the active pickups. That kind of drench yourself in chorus. Call me James.
All right, so call us James, and we're going to plug this thing in now and see how it sounds. I guess we should go heavy.
Yeah.
It was a good intro.
Cool.
Fits to the episode, so let's do that. This is clean, just this guitar in the Hot Rod Deluxe. There's no pedal activated. It's a bit of reverb.
It's almost sending the hot rod into breakup, which
almost,
never happens.
That's right. Whew. Mid. A neck. Nice. It's got crispness. It's not muddy. Nobody plays like that kind of stuff on Explorers. That's not what they buy them for. They buy them for this. So I'm guessing now it's compressed. So even though Royal Blue generally makes my telly louder wherever I am, you know, using those settings from the hot rod, now it's underdriving, which is good, I think. Just rolling off the volume. It preserves its EQ, and now it's off. Sounds good. Mid position. It's got what you would want it to have, you know? And the neck. This is fun.
Actually sounds very well.
It sounds really good.
Do you want to give some clean? Some
kind of...
Yeah, that's cool.
For days. Okay, this is fun.
I'm going to top that, mate. That was... man.
Nice.
Yeah, that was fun. That kind of got me into the James.
Yeah, you had to switch
eventually.
your Marshall in the box to the high gain, not the crunch.
To the JCM.
Even, I mean, this. I really like the pickups. They're made for that kind of thing.
Yeah, totally.
It's just high gain, really punchy sound. I would like to hear that with proper amp distortion, like from an amp that was designed for high gain stuff.
Yeah.
Neither of those are.
No, they're just
like
rock
a
amps
Soldano, a
and
Mesa Boogie, you know, like a Marshall even.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it looks cool.
it looks awesome.
Looks so cool. For 140 euros, and then get yourself what, a small Micro Terror or something, or a, you know, one of these. You get so much. A Katana
Just
even.
a Katana.
A Katana with some chorus.
high gain
you
Katana is
literally have James
brilliant.
Hetfield in a box.
So yeah, tuners. That's the only thing. This didn't bother me actually. The sticky, glossy end,
Yeah.
whatever finish on the back of the neck. The volume pot works really well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how metal heads use their volume pot. I don't think they do, but you can if you want to.
Cool guitar.
Yeah,
Let's jam it. You go.
sure. Something like that.
That was an awesome ballad, mate. You did great. You're so. I'm not putting my solo in there. It was terrible.
Okay. Yeah, that is good. That is. I would change the tuners. I think if you change the tuners on this, just put some relatively cheap locking tuners, you have an awesome metal guitar, because the pickups are wild, and the playability is
pretty good.
Pretty good. Insanely good for the amount of money you would pay.
So we're drinking Flaming
Dr. Pepper.
And we've got a band with F.
Well, you used your kind of your joker, or your lifeline, if there is such a thing, and you said Eric Johnson the last time. So can I do the same this time?
Sure you can.
So what am I saying?
Frank Zappa. Thank God. Because he's everywhere here. Yeah,
you don't have to look around much in the room to see that Zappa is everywhere. Obsessed with Zappa and his work, and as a personality too, very, very, one of a kind. I don't know what to say about Zappa. You either know or you don't, I guess. I remember my dad telling me when I was young that when you grow up, you'll realize that many of the, those who are considered to be top of the crop fusion and jazz players today are Zappa's children. That's how he used to put it. Like Terry Bozzio, the drummers especially, Terry Bozzio, Chad Wackerman, Vinnie Colaiuta, and then of course Steve Vai, Napoleon Murphy, Jean-Luc Ponty, on the violin. Just a crazy roster of players that started off with Zappa and then went on because they had already,
So Steve Vai started
gained
with Zappa,
their wings.
or what?
Yeah, 19 years old.
Never knew that.
Discovered by Zappa. There's a very good story online with Vai telling his worst gig ever when he was 19, touring with Zappa and not knowing how to tour and what kind of things you have to do on the road to stay fit and play. But yeah, Zappa, what to say about Zappa? The Mother stuff, then Zappa on his own. I think I said that my favorite album, beginning with G, so about 1 year ago when we had the albums segment, was Grand Wazoo, the Grand Wazoo by Frank Zappa. I like that kind of stuff by Zappa, especially like the Hot Rats, Grand Wazoo, Overnight Sensation, Apostrophe. These records are just, Zappa, just, not much to say.
You probably know my one, I would guess, with F.
F, yeah, I would say. I think I have a good guess, knowing the kind of guitar player you are and the kind of music you like to listen to and play and grew up with. Is it a double treble, FF?
Yeah.
It's the Foo Fighters, isn't it?
Franz Ferdinand.
No,
it's Foo Fighters.
Oh, okay.
It's Foo Fighters.
It is, all right. Because I think you said Franz Ferdinand as a favorite album beginning with F.
Yeah. Very good band, but no, it's Foo Fighters.
But they had this one album really, and that was it. Maybe 1.5 albums.
Yeah.
Foo Fighters, on the other hand,
they've had
different
many,
story.
and I think it's such a shame that Tyler passed. Of course, the drummer, and they've got someone new now, which irreplaceable, that guy, and there's no point trying to replicate what he does. But just an unbelievable band. So many years of good music as well, a long period of time since Nirvana, and also amazing musicians. Pat, the other guitar player, 3 guitars in the band. Obviously with Tyler on the drums, extreme heavy drum hitter. Great bassist as well, like Learn to Fly, stuff like that. It's just unbelievable bass. But Dave's philosophy of playing percussion on the guitar is kind of how he explains.
Yeah, I've seen that video where he says that he's playing the drums on the guitar and he sees like the top notes as top strings as cymbals and then drumming. Yeah, I like that.
All My Life is one of my favorite songs. It's so basic. It's just him and a guitar, dun, 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 and it just goes wild, and it's just. It shows how building a song and just hitting you in the face in the chorus. And
they have aged so gracefully as well, the Foo Fighters, I think.
And I think he's totally deaf, Dave. He's pretty much almost deaf now. Because he's never worn ear protection in his years of playing.
What?
He's never...
It happens in the Bay. After a while, my ears get a bit of...
Yeah, they get a bit of ringing.
But it's worth it. We got the valve amps. Maybe we should find some alternatives to that too, just in case. I don't know. We'll see. This is great. This is, bang for buck.
All the Harley Benton stuff is unreal.
Yeah.
And
so, I would just, I mean, the pickups are so good. The clarity, the mid position, the playability. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a very good player in that sense, but it's good. It's fun to play.
Someone with
it's
an
a good
Axe
neck.
Effects or a plug-in at home will make that sound like James Hetfield. You know, and try and tell me there'll be a massive difference when you spend $4,000 on this ESP. I doubt it. With such high output pickups, you know, they're not specific, they're not exact. You know, like a PAF has maybe just got that sound. They're just high.
And there's a lot of
output.
middle ground.
Yeah.
This is just goes straight for the party, straight for the kill. But still not muddy at all, which is something that happens with cheap humbuckers in my experience. You get like a muffled sound, especially on the neck. It's too woolly, it's too... this is brilliant. The neck is nice and snappy, which makes the mid position almost tele-like. Gibson voiced. It sounded almost like at times like a vintagey Les Paul, especially on the mid and neck position, with the bridge being quite wild, of course. Yeah, absolute, purchase recommendation, as you would say in German, back translated into English. And thank you everyone for watching again.
Yeah.
And some Dr. Pepper, flaming Dr. Pepper. Take care. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. And let us know, what do you think of these guitars? I mean, have you got one of those? Because you said the model is out of stock, out of production.
Date, yeah.
So do you know these? What do you think of these? Do you have any? Let us know. We'd love to find out. Yeah, cheers.
Bye.
Okay, so let's